Hello and welcome. I'm Cynthia Greer, and I am talking about twin flames of the baby boom generation, or perhaps Generation X, right below the baby boomers, who have reconnected with their true twin flame that they met many years ago, have always known there was a very sacred bond and connection, yet married other partners. Perhaps one was dumped and held on for many years, and all of those feelings are still there. And we hear so many success stories of people reconnecting and finding the love of their life in their later years, even up into their 80s. And in one case I worked with, they were in their 90s. That is quite common for me to see. But what happens if you connect through social media or have a chance encounter in your community or somewhere else, and you rush headlong into it on an emotional level, but your twin decides they don't want it, and you find that you are ghosted, given the silent treatment, or perhaps even blocked from all contact. This is something that is very common, and with all of the happy endings, I see this heartbreak on a daily basis. But what this does is actually take you deeper into connection with your true divine blueprint, the understanding of what the purpose was for you to have this opportunity in this lifetime, and why you didn't take it, either through your choice or theirs. Either way it goes, it was for specific reasons. And that is because the two of you, or at least one of you, is not at the point of evolution to understand the true significance of this connection. Because as most people on the twin flame journey already know, and most twin flame coaches and teachers will tell you, that there usually is one twin that awakens before the other. And that is why the journey is so painful for the awakened twin, who is also more highly evolved. What you are looking at is what brought you into separation in the first place. And most often, this can be pinpointed early on in the reconnection if you choose to see it and you don't make excuses for the behavior. Because usually it is a pattern of infidelity and immaturity and possibly deep materialism. These three things are always what put twins in separation first and foremost. Religious differences and family differences, that can be ironed out if the love between the twins is recognized and early on they make that choice that this is their life's partner they want to take this journey with. And everyone is just going to have to get used to it because this is what they have chosen. And nothing is going to get in the way of that love, even if it means losing an inheritance. There are many twin flames that have taken that risk. They have left their religious community. They have left the prestige because they knew the value of that love. If you met in your younger years and you had that love, that desire, but your twin, or maybe you, succumbed to the temptations of the world, you automatically went into separation to learn those lessons. But if a soul, and this is any soul, twin flame or not, has not begun the process of evolution by the time they are in their early 40s, it is much harder to clear the shadow side of the self. Now, I'm not saying it cannot be done. I know people that are in their mid-50s who are just beginning to work on it now, even 60s. But it is a lot harder because the longer that we go in the carnal-based desires, in the matrix of the 3D, we will succumb to the thoughts and opinions of others. So we will be a lot easier influenced on what is being projected out to us as what is appropriate. So by this time, people are more solid in their political views and in their religious views, to where they look up to a politician or a guru because they want to stay in that rung of the hierarchical ladder because they feel they have a lot to lose. So in many cases, what I'm seeing, and this is in particular with men of the baby boom generation, if their twin flame has evolved beyond them and they remain in the lower level of consciousness, they will see only a certain amount. They will recognize only a minuscule portion of the significance of this relationship, but not enough to cultivate it and bring it into fruition that would lead to a divine union, because they are not feeling a deep enough connection. So one of two things will happen. If they are married, in many cases they will stay in the marriage even if it is heartbreaking, abusive, and shattering. They will stay in it. Or if they have become widowed, they will want companionship, but they will gravitate to someone who is like-minded. So instead of seeing the qualities that their twin has and embracing the love of that twin, they will look at it more from a level of dollars and cents, property, and retirements, and something that they can put together, because they don't want to contribute to anything. Also, they will have a lot of narcissistic characteristic traits because they will perhaps have a problem with aging, and in some cases decide to choose a much younger partner, not because of any type of soul connection, but because of the feeling of impending death and wanting to connect with youth because they feel that they can draw from that youth and be kept younger. So if you are finding that you are in this position and you have either absolutely no contact at all, or the contact you are getting is unfulfilling and it's fleeting, or it's just simply texting, this is a time to begin the process of healing at a soul level, to really connecting into your divine blueprint and fulfilling your end of it for the remainder of time that you have on this earth plane. And of course, if you are shattered from this and heartbroken and you are mulling it over about what you could have done wrong and what is wrong with you and what you did to turn them off, rest assured that you didn't do anything. Because I'm going to tell you something. True twin flames that want union, that recognize that connection, will overlook any kind of fault that you have. Because no matter what age you are, you're going to grow together. And you're going to nurture and love one another through the faults. Because that is all part of coming into alignment. So if it doesn't happen for you, it doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't your twin, because at a soul level, you really know. But have this understanding that your twin simply has not caught up with you yet. And at this point, they may not do it in this lifetime if they are an elder who is coming from a place of immaturity, fear of death, materialism, spiritual limitation, and desolation. You have learned something by coming back into connection with your twin. It was not a waste of time, and it was definitely meant for you to have this experience in order to catapult you further into your spirituality, to prepare for your transition and the process of evolution when you get to the spirit world. I hope this message has helped in some small way, and I wish you so much love and many blessings.